How you all doing? Right then, it looks like we're doing another Triumph 955 injection. This one is a 2001 model and it was last MOT'd in June 2015. It's not my bike, it is one of my subscribers' bikes. Rob. How you doing, Rob? The basic story I've got is he's had this bike from new. In 2012 he MOT'd it and probably had 1 or 2 rides on it and then put it away into his mate's workshop for 10 years. This bike was registered on the 17th of May 2001 and like I said, shortly after the MOT it was laid up in his friend's workshop and it's now June 2024 and I believe he stopped motorcycling for the fantastic life of bliss and happiness with his young lady, but all that was 10 years ago I believe, so it's time to get back on the road. So obviously it's going to need all the usual things doing to it: brake sorted out, oil change, new battery, removing all the old fuel and putting new fuel in there, and hopefully it's going to start. Well, that stuff is really on there. Yes, we've got some new tyres to fit to it. We'll have to see how that goes because he's telling me the old tyres, well, it's spoked wheels, so obviously they've got tube in, and he's telling me that the tubes have got that green slime in. And getting those inner tubes out and back in again without damaging them is going to be pretty tricky. Right, we've got a bag of goodies. We've got the original mirrors to put back on and get rid of these cheap crappy things. We've got some bar ends to put back on to where the mirrors were. We've got some new brake seals. We've got some new brake fluid. We've got a packet of screws. We've got some fuses. We've got a voltmeter. We've got a relay switch. We've got 1 inline fuse. We've got 2 inline fuse. We've got a gizmo box, electrical box, which I'm not sure about. It's for the heated grips and the running lights and stuff like that. And lots of wiring for said electrics. Last but not least, we've got a new set of coolant hoses to replace. But yes, we are going to need more stuff than that. We're going to need a new battery, we're going to need new brake pads back and front, we're going to need a new oil filter because I wasn't left with one. Yes, I forgot the oil. Where's the oil? Yes, he left me with the oil but he didn't leave an oil filter, so I've ordered an oil filter as well. And we're going to have to get some new coolant, so we want new coolant, new fuel, new brake pads, new oil filter, a new air filter and spark plugs, checking the fork seals and replacing the fork oil. And petrol is pouring out of the fuel pipe quick release mechanism and they're not cheap. And we also have to check and replace if necessary headstock bearings, wheel bearings, swing arm bearings, and there's bound to be other things what pop up along the way. Because we want to get this bike MOT'd so Rob can have the remainders of the summer enjoying his motorcycle. And Rob, when all this is done, do not leave it in storage for another 10 years or there'll be trouble. Okay then, let's take a look at this Triumph Tiger when it was in its prime. And also, let's take a look at a few written words from Rob himself. So, there you go, Triumph Tiger 955 injection 2001, coming to my channel very soon. JT Moto 13 over and out.